Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Frankly Horse Racing, and we're going to talk today about the 2025 Florida Derby. As you'll see in the video that I put with this of me talking through the video, I thought the front end horses, while going at a good rate, were not going very fast. If I remember right, the half was about a 47 and 2 or 3, so it's moving from on eighth, but it's not blazing. It's not Arkansas Derby fast. So those two front runners, to me, even though I did like the one to hit the board, and I think he actually did, and Madcat Road, I just don't see them being any kind of contenders in the Derby. As a matter of fact, the one I don't believe has enough points. Madcat Road might sneak in. It's going to be on the fence, but might. But if he did, I would say if I own the horse, I would say, let's go. Let's have some fun. But I do not think that either of those two horses have a shot in heck in the Derby. Now, that being said, Tapan Street and Sovereignty, they look great to me. I liked both of them. They were the only two I liked in this race coming in. Disruptor, stretching out. Pletcher, as great as a trainer is, his numbers aren't great doing that, going 7 furlongs into a stakes with 3-year-olds. But I still thought that the 9 and the 10, Tapan Street and Sovereignty, were just quite a bit of cut above, and they proved to do that. Tapan Street is a little more tactical pace-wise. So if you were saying in a Derby scenario, that's who I would like out of those two better. But Sovereignty ran pretty darn good too. He was asked, but he was never really gotten into. Like I said, it wasn't a ridiculously fast pace. He was the furthest outside at Gulfstream at that distance, which makes it tough. But I think he's a great horse. He didn't have to win. The money would have been great, but he was already in the Derby, which is the final prize. So to me, those two moving forward look great for the Derby. We've got to see how these next couple races play out. That like the Wood Memorial, I'd be surprised. I'm going to handicap that and hopefully have that out by this Thursday. But I do not. God, man, I don't know. I don't see anybody in the pre-field that I think could even beat these two. So I think this was a good Derby prep race. I liked it better than the Arkansas Derby. I thought that fell apart, was really set up for the closers. But if you read the race and it ran like the way you're reading it, that's exactly how it should have happened, as well as this one here. So I think it was a great job by Tapan Street and Cox and Sovereignty and Mott and their crew. I think you can feel pretty confident they're both going to improve as the next month or so goes by before the Derby, so we can see where they fall then, and we'll do some analysis then. So anyway, I hope everybody won some money this weekend, or at least maybe found their Derby horse. We got a few left, and then a few weeks, and then we've got the Derby. It'll be here in no time. So this is Frank from Frankly Horse Racing. We'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you after the Wood Memorial. Take care. The 2025 version, where I know most people are saying Tappan Street. I forget how they wanted it pronounced, actually. I think it's Tapan Street. So let's go with Tapan Street. Gets up over Sovereignty. Let's take a look at this race.
The fourth running of the Florida Derby. They're in the gate.
Looks like everybody's in well, and most everybody got off to a pretty nice view. By the way, this video is on Horse Racing Nation's YouTube feed. I'm not exactly sure what the one was doing here floating out wide. I thought the one had a good shot today to absolutely hit the board off his last race. He just tends to hang towards the end.
Down at the inside goes Smokin' Boy. Working between them is
But as you can see, Madcat Road decided he wanted to get out and be on top here.
Sovereignty third last. Cool Intentions is second last, and Disruptor is last of the 10 behind an opening quarter of 23-1.
On a 23-1, that's pretty quick, but it's not blazing like the Arkansas Derby. However, it does set up for closers, which can be tough at Gulfstream Park at this distance because it's so short to the first turn.
With Jimmy's Dailies, they're about 6 lengths off the speed. Smokin' Boy is next. Sovereignty's
Most all the horses are getting pretty relaxed right now. I love the position that Tappan Street is in. And that's another reason why I liked him over Sovereignty today, was because he had better tactical speed. The other reason is Sovereignty in the 10, as you'll see behind the 9, did not have to win this race. He's already in the Derby, even though they would have loved to have the money, that's for sure. As you can see here, 9 looks just fantastic behind these two front runners. As a matter of fact, I thought the second quarter itself wasn't all that fast. So I don't think the 1 or the 8 here have any chance in the Derby.
With a 16th to go, if you're looking for a shortcut to Louisville, take a ride
and there's
to
Tappan Street.
He wins the Florida Derby by a length and a half.
Easily getting up over the 10. However, Sovereignty was really coming on at the end, and he wasn't being abused or asked very hard. So I thought that was a very strong race for him. To me, these two were clearly the top two in this race, and it kind of worked out that way. Fraction-wise, I think it could have been a little bit quicker. Let's see if we can see. I didn't see I think it was a 47 at the half. Let's see. Anyway, I just wanted to keep this quick today. I just wanted to say that I thought it was a great run for the 9 and the 10. It set up nice for him. My problem in the Derby would be that the 10 has to come from quite a bit of ways back, and you really have to work out a great trip and some luck to win from back there. However, do I think Sovereignty has the ability? Absolutely, I do. And you never know in the Derby what luck's going to happen, where things are going to fall. But this is just a quick rundown. Let's rewatch the stretch run here.
It's still a sitting chilly
of the Florida Derby, the 2025 version. What a great ride on Tappan Street. He really put him in position and made sure he was in front of Sovereignty.
Surging forward now to take the lead. Sovereignty runs at him from the outside with a 16th.
You can see Manny Franco's working the 10 with his hands, but not really getting after him. And really the same thing on Tappan Street. He really kind of cruised him in. So again, I thought this was a great performance. For me, these are the only two that should go forward to the Kentucky Derby. But if someone like the owners of Madcat Road, or Madacat Road, however you pronounce that, decide to go to the Derby because they have enough points, then heck, if it was my horse, I'd take a shot too. Anyway, that's my analysis of the Florida Derby 2025 version. Have a great one.